Hey guys, the first week is almost at an end, and hopefully you're well on your way with the first assignment. This will be a short introduction to the second assignment. You can read all about it in the blog post. I thought that I would give you a short background on what I mean by digital currencies. Basically, you'll have to find trigger. Why will users or consumers interact with you? What will they get out of it? And you can think about it in so many different ways. The examples that you can find in the blog post that I have linked to, they are about maybe increasing the user's influence. I mean, for example, fashion companies that have bloggers that are actually blogging about fashion and want to be influential about fashion, giving them information beforehand and letting them release information instead of doing it the regular way by releasing a press release or emailing a press release to journalists. By giving these bloggers first-hand look and the chance to be first with something gives them influence. There are services that actually rank users by influence or try to measure users' influence. One of them is Clout, another is Peer Index, and Empire Avenue is sort of also a measure, but not really. It's got many more mechanisms in there as well. But you can have a look at them and see for yourself. I'm not saying that Cloud or Peer Index automatically are good. I think that you need to think through why would you use these tools as opposed to anything else. Are they relevant to you or not? And but I think that have a look at them. The other thing that we could that you could do or think is to give the users status without or build a community for users and give them status in that community. A company that's very good at this is Amazon, and especially in their book reviews, they get users to do book reviews for them, and they make sure that users are able to get recognition for having written reviews. So reviewers can actually get votes for the reviews, whether they're helpful or not, and the users that have the highest rating of helpful votes and have reviewed the most books are listed, ranked on a top list. So in the blog post, you will find a link to Amazon's top list of reviewers, and you can actually check that out and see how Amazon is using this to, well, they are leveraging users and they are at the same time selling books by getting great reviews. A third thing that's very big is well, basically gamification to add gaming moments to everyday things. In the blog post, you have a video about a to-do application for the iPhone that's actually making it into a game. So it's a very good example of gamifying your life. Instead of playing a role-playing game, you play it with your own life. So you might add the task to I don't know, clean, and say that you will get 200 experience points for cleaning. And once you've done it, you check off the task, you get the experience points, and once you have enough experience points, you level up. So that's a good way. Another way is to just give users badges. Small tokens that show that they've done something extraordinary. I think that this has to be done in the right way. You cannot just throw in badges just for the sake of it. You really have to think it through, but it can actually work. A company or a service that's very good at working with badges is Foursquare, where the service that allows you to check in using mobile devices. If you haven't checked it out, I would recommend you to do it. It's a little bit foursquare.com, and in the blog post you have a link to the different badges that Foursquare uses, so you can actually check and see what the users have to do in order to get those badges. So what Foursquare is actually using is it's rewarding users with virtual badges that so they can show off that they've been. I have one that's called "I'm on a boat," and you get that for checking in on a boat actually. There's a badge called Player Please that you get for checking into a hotel, I think, with three people from the opposite gender. So, and they are actually also using it for the partnerships. So you can get a Metro badge for checking in near locations where Metro is distributed. This is not available in Sweden, but in other countries. So you can. They're actually also using it to help partners partner up with them. Another service that's actually very good at using badges is GetGlue. GetGlue is sort of a check-in service, but instead of checking into a physical place, you're checking into either a movie or a book or anything that's got to do with pop culture. So you can actually, when you're watching a movie at the cinema, you can actually check in and saying, "I'm watching this movie." Check into the movie, and later on you can discuss the movie with other people. You can check into TV series. You can check into records. You can check into books. So this is sort of a way to form small communities around the particular book or TV series or movie you're watching or music you're listening to. And there you can also get badges. So for example, checking into 15 different things during a weekend, I think, gives you a badge called Cabin Fever. So that's also worth having a look at. A third thing that you can use, a third mechanism, and what's important is that these are not the only mechanism. There are more, and I think that your imagination is the only thing that limits this. But another thing that you can use is actually, well, leveraging or telling the user story or giving the user recognition or fame. And at Björn Borg, we actually have a platform that's called the Swedish Exports, which I've also included a link to. And what we do is we encourage people to actually send in photos of themselves in our underwear. And by doing that, they are in a competition. But the main thing is that every week we pick one of them that will be our profile picture on our international fan page for that week. So these people, we do not use model pictures at all. We use real people that are using our stuff. And that's of course very good for a brand, but it also gives the user a chance to show off and to be visible and maybe get more votes because the monthly competition is based on the average votes and the amount of votes a photo gets. And we also every week we also ask the reigning Swedish export whether he or she has a favorite item in our web shop, and if they do, we create a special promotion code that says that this is this Swedish export's favorite. So if the Swedish export is called Anna, we call it Anna's favorite or Anna Fav. And share it with our Facebook likes so they get a discount on exactly that product courtesy of the reigning Swedish export. So that's one way of doing it. Another way of actually leveraging users and engaging users and giving them badges and telling their stories is a new thing, a new campaign. I saw it yesterday. It's Chevy Sonic, a new make that has been launched. What they did was they launched it with the help of, they physically launched it. They actually made the car. They dropped the car and launched it, and that was done after 2.4 million clicks had been made on their site. So you could actually go in there, could actually click and sort of push the car closer to the edge. And once there were enough clicks, the car fell down. It was actually fastened by a bungee jump rope, so it didn't get hurt. And then they took this and they leveraged it, and now people can actually people can actually download an iPhone app and be in a competition where they do first. So there are missions in this iPhone app, and they do first, and they are supposed to get likes. They are supposed to document this, get likes, and Chevy will actually give away cars to the people that are best at doing new things and getting most likes. So that's another way. You have a link to that campaign as well. So I hope this explains the thoughts of digital currency. You probably have other ideas that spin off this. You can actually, if you want to copy these ideas, if they seem relevant for your brand, and you can read more about it in the included links in the blog post. Uh, I would also like to take this opportunity. I've seen that 7 of you do have Twitter accounts. I do not know if everyone maybe has it but hasn't filled out their profiles yet. But I have created a Twitter list so that you can see everyone. And next week I will try to challenge you and engage with you all that are on Twitter. So if you're interested in trying out Twitter and haven't done that yet, create an account, let me know the username, and I'll help you next week in using that tool. And also, every week I thought that I would be giving you some bonus material. I often scavenge or search the net and curate links. And today I would like to share 2 things with you. There's one is a public relations story about Facebook and booth babes. And the other one is an excellent use of Facebook. It's actually the second best use of Facebook Connect on a site that I've seen. It's a pretty scary story. It's called Take This Lollipop. And if you're not into scary movies, I would not recommend you to watch it alone and in the dark. So make sure that you have someone around. As always, if you have any questions, you know where to reach me. It's always the easiest to reach me through digital channels such as Twitter or Google Plus or Facebook. But of course, I'm also available on the Ning and on email and on phone. Good luck with this week's assignment, guys. I'll see you next week.